So throughout my fragrance journey, I have sold off a decent number of my fragrances, really just to make room for new ones or just to kind of free up some funds to purchase other fragrances and just other things that I want. And there are a few fragrances that I really miss and that I really regret selling, which is exactly what I'm going to be going over today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 10 fragrances that I wish I didn't sell. So before we jump into the list real quick, if you're new here to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Also turn on post notifications and like the video. And of course, with that out of the way, let's go and jump right into this list. And just as a quick heads up, if it wasn't obvious, I don't have any of these anymore, so I can't actually show you the bottles, but I will go over all of these. Starting off with number 10, that one is MFK Aqua Celestia. So that was one of my first MFK fragrances, and I really enjoyed that one. I got it for a pretty good deal, and overall in the beginning I liked it, but as time went on, I kind of started to realize that, I wasn't wearing it that much, and I did have my eyes on some different fragrances, so I ended up selling that one off initially. And at first it was okay, I didn't really think too much about it, but as this summer rolled around, I kind of started to miss that scent because it was really nice, very well blended, very smooth, and really kind of showed me that MFK quality and everything like that when I first got it last summer. So I did miss it quite a bit this summer, and I regretted selling it. Ultimately, I didn't end up picking up another bottle. I might end up picking up the Forte version maybe next summer or something like that, but overall, that is one that I regret selling. At number 9, we have Creed Himalaya. So I picked that one up pretty much on an impulse buy. FragranceNet a while ago had the 100ml bottles for I believe like $130, which is a really good price, and so I really just ended up picking it up. It wasn't really one that I was too in a hurry to pick up just because it didn't look all that interesting to me, but when I saw that deal I couldn't pass it up. So I purchased it and I had it in my collection for a while, and I did a full review on it which you can check out, but really as time went on, it was one that I just didn't reach for all that much. It is very musky, like kind of powdery, and kind of just smells a little bit like old and dated. Of course, that's just my personal opinion. It was one that, I liked okay, but it's just one that I wouldn't wear all that often, and so I ended up selling it. And so you're probably thinking, well, why is that in this list if you didn't like it that much? Well, mostly just the fact that, it's not in my collection anymore. I have pretty close to a full Creed collection in terms of their regular Millésime line, their eau de parfum fragrances, and Himalaya is one of the few that I'm missing. It is one that not a lot of people talk about, so, overall I am still kind of kicking myself for selling that bottle, but at the end of the day, it's not a huge deal. I can pick up another one if I find a good price on one. Number 8, we have Paco Rabanne Pure XS. So that's one that I picked up mostly for review, and I did a full split on it in my Facebook group and everything, so a bunch of other people could try it as well. And, it did smell nice, but to me it didn't really live up to the hype as much as I was expecting. I kept it for a little while, I wore it from time to time, and after that, again, I ended up selling it off just to fund something else. And now, as we're kind of moving into fall, which is around the time that I split it last year, I am starting to miss it a little bit. It's got like this fizzy type of vibe to it, like almost like a sweet Coca-Cola type of smell to it. It's just a very nice scent. It's got like rum, sugar, very sweet, and it is one that now, as we are starting to move into the cooler weather, I'm like, I still wish I had that scent, so maybe I'll pick it up again. What I'm probably going to do is end up picking up Paco Rabanne Pure XS Night, the new version. I haven't tried it yet, but if I am going to purchase one, it'll probably be that one because I want to get it for review anyway. So Pure XS, I do miss that one, and it had a pretty cool bottle too with the lid that kind of flipped up like that. So that's at number 8. Really wish I hadn't have let that one go. At number 7, I have Mugler Cologne. So that is one that I purchased just from the hype back when I was first starting my collection. A lot of people were talking about how clean and fresh it smelled, and a lot of people are also talking about how good a performance they get from it. They were saying they get about 8-9 hours from it, so that was one of my main factors in why I wanted to purchase the scent. Once I ended up getting it, I wore it for a while. It smelled fantastic, but it didn't perform that good, so I ended up selling it off. Fast forward to now, I really miss that scent. I love that scent profile. I love how clean and soapy it is, and even though it doesn't perform the best, I still wish I held on to it. Still wish I could have just kept it so I can at least wear it just around the house and enjoy it for myself. Maybe I will pick up a bottle again, who knows, but that is one that I still wish I had. So coming at number 6, we have Emporio Armani Stronger With You. So that one is another one that I picked up mostly just to review, and I did enjoy that one quite a bit, and I actually did a video comparing it to Replica by the Fireplace. So for me personally, I do think those two are pretty similar. By the Fireplace is more niche smelling. It's a little bit more creative and kind of a little bit more daring, whereas Stronger With You kind of goes in a little bit more of a designer direction. Both are designer brands, obviously, but Emporio Armani goes in just more of a wearable and mass appealing direction, which honestly was pretty nice, just because if you're worried about people maybe turning their nose up to By the Fireplace, which does have like this roasted, like marshmallow, like woods type of smell, so it can be kind of, polarizing. Stronger With You does take the more easy to wear route. And it did smell very, very nice, very pleasant, very sexy, and perfect for fall, which again is another reason why I'm kind of wishing that I hadn't have let that bottle go. Performance wasn't really the best on my skin. A lot of people got really good performance from it. For me personally, I just didn't. I'm not really sure why. It just must be a skin chemistry thing. It just didn't work all that well on my skin. Even though I do still have Replica by the Fireplace, still wish I held on to Stronger With You just as a more wearable version of it. Just one that's a little bit more easy to pull off in the fall and winter. So, overall, still wish I held on to it. Again, there is another new version of Stronger With You that I would like to check out. Maybe I'll pick that one up, but who knows. Coming at number 5, we have John Varvatos Artisan Aqua. So that was my first John Varvatos fragrance, and it honestly really, really impressed me. I picked it up off of eBay for like $20 for a 100 ml bottle, which was a really good price. They're all found around that price. And, once I got it in the mail, I was really blown away by it. Because I'm not going to lie, I wasn't expecting all that much, and, it really exceeded my expectations, and it's just very pleasant smelling stuff. And this is one that I'm really kicking myself over. Again, it's a $20 scent, and actually I think I swapped this one out instead of selling it. But still, I could just pick it up again for $20. I just regret selling it in the first place or swapping it in the first place just because of how pleasant it smells and just really how good of quality it is, especially for being like $20. Really pleasant scent, and it's one that I'm definitely going to pick up again along with some of the other John Varvatos fragrances out there. It's honestly a really, really solid fragrance line, especially for the price that you can get them. Coming at number 4, we have Mancera Youdve. I believe this one was like my second or third Mancera. This was a blind buy I got back when Notino was closing out, and they had Manceras for like $50 or $60 for 120 ml. So I picked it up just again on a blind buy. And at first, I wasn't really too sure what to think about it. The main reason why is because of oud. It did have a pretty noticeable oud note, which at the time wasn't really something that I was too fond of. However, I did love the vanilla in that scent, and overall it did smell really nice and cozy. I wore it a little bit in the winter, but ultimately I ended up selling it off. Not really sure the reason why is a while ago, but I just ended up getting rid of it. And again, fast forward to now, we're getting into the cooler weather, and I'm really craving that scent. I know I would like it a lot more now because my taste has changed a ton back when I first got that scent to now, because I do like a little bit of oud in fragrances, and again with this scent, very, very nice vanilla note, which I love as well. So I really wish I would have held on to that one. That's another one that I'm probably going to repurchase at some point, maybe this winter, because it's very strong. Again, the vanilla note is gorgeous, and it would just be a really, really nice, high quality, classy scent to wear in the cooler weather. Coming at number 3, we have Aldo Remarkable People. So this is a scent that Bradley from Triple Ink kind of brought into the fragrance community and made pretty popular, and of course I ended up having to try it out for myself. I believe I got my 30 ml bottle for like $35 or $40 or something like that. It was pretty cheap, and I really enjoyed it. I think I included it in a couple videos and things like that, and I wore it a little bit, but again, it was one I just wasn't reaching for that much, and I ended up selling it. I do really miss that nice fizzy champagne and citrus opening that it has with that sweetness in the base. It smells really, really nice stuff, especially the opening. It's very captivating. It's very just different and unique, and it's one that I still crave from time to time, and I wish I hadn't have sold it off. Coming at number 2, we have Versace Pour Homme. So just the regular OG Versace signature. That was one, again, that I swapped out a while back, and now I really miss it. I do have Chanel Allure Homme Sport, which I have talked about being very similar to Versace Pour Homme, which they are. VPH is a little bit more bright and citrusy, whereas the Chanel goes in a little bit more of a creamy direction. Both are fantastic, but I still do miss that nice, really bright citrus pop from Versace Pour Homme. Again, that's another relatively inexpensive one. You can pick up a 100 ml bottle for like 30, 40, 50 bucks or something like that online, which is really solid. And it's just a really pleasant scent. It's timeless, it's easy to wear, and just really nice for the warm weather. Oftentimes, I would like to layer that one with Chanel L'Homme Sport, so you kind of get that nice, really bright citrus from the Versace and that creamy, like aldehydic type of smell from the Chanel. So really good to layer those together, and it's one that I'll probably be picking up again in the future. And finally, number one, this one's tough. This one is Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. I know, I sold it off, and I really, really wish I hadn't have done that. And I still remember why I did. I'm pretty sure I sold it to get another vintage bottle of Dior Homme Intense. So on one hand, I don't regret doing it too much just because I love Dior Homme Intense and I love my older bottles, but also on the other hand, I really miss Ultra Male. I love that scent. It smells fantastic. You can hate on it all you want and call it like young and super sweet and just, you know, whatever you want to call it. But for me personally, it smells fantastic and perfect for the fall and winter. In my opinion, especially perfect for fall. It's got this nice pear, vanilla. It smells like this nice burnt vanilla in the dry down with some pear. And it's just really, really nice stuff. Honestly, it really is. I would almost go as far to say as it is kind of leaning in the niche direction in terms of its creativity. So out of all the ones on this list, that's one I'm definitely going to be picking up here soon because I want to wear it a lot this fall. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. That is 10 fragrances that I regret selling. Let me know down below which fragrances you regret selling. That's going to do it for this video, guys. So if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications. And that's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.